Here we go again. Trying to figure out. Oh, you know what? I think I may have broken my. No, I hope I didn't. Let's see. Game situation has this, not game plan. Oh, it's not a value. Oh shoot! I gotta go in here and try to get this out. I actually need to add another field. It turns out I forgot one very excruciatingly important piece of information that a person is like, yeah, that's kind of important. Game situation. What are the things you need to know? Down, distance. But not just distance to a first down. What about distance to the goal? Okay, so you're thinking about going it on 4th and 2, but there's a big difference between 4th and 2 on your own 10 and 4th and 2 on their 10. That's a huge difference. And yeah, I don't have that. Yeah, I gotta add another field. Ugh. It's like there's a distance, and then there's it's like first down distance and distance to goal, or distance to first, and distance to goal, because you got to have both. You can't create a situation where you don't know the full slate of what matters. How much time is left? How much risk you're willing to take? I mean, you got to have your own set of cojones to decide all that stuff, right? So, unfortunately, I think I have to actually put another field in here, which is gonna make I'm trying to get this down to where it's less. I'm gonna have to add like another parent field, I think. So, because what's gonna happen is I need to keep this as clean as possible. So, when you look at this, you got the down, the distance, but distance should be a lot like this preferred play type and favorite play. It's just distance to first, distance to goal. And that's going to make a big difference on how far, what you're going to go for. I mean, football speak, you would never say I have 70 yards to go. You would say I'm on my own 30. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do it that way, because yards to go, then you calculate it and you say, so then you say your distance would be to first, but then you say to goal, maybe it's distance, and then you say first, and you are to first and yard line. Just kind of give that information. Own 35. Own 30. I'm not too worried about the exactness of it. I mean, a person could be exact if they want to, set one at every 5. I'm not going to allow more than, I think 20. I think 20 situations is plenty. I mean, nobody wants to get that granular, but you can have 4th down situations maybe on your own side of the field. Maybe that's what I should say. It's not just deciding what to put down, it's deciding what to phrase it like. How do you state that? That's kind of the big element, right? So if I have distance is first down, you got second down, and if you say yard line, I could say yard line, but that's like a whole nother field. I'm trying not to add more fields. If I just say distance, I could say 3 yards to go for first, and to goal. But to goal, then it's just yards, right? 70 yards, 80 yards, 90 yards, whatever. But what would be the norm? What would be the standard? How about do something like ball at own 30? Yeah. I'm thinking I want to do something like ball at. Ball at sounds pretty good, right? Or ball on. Ball on own 35. Ball on 35. Opponent's 35. But sometimes I think people don't always know. People don't always know what the distance to goal is. In other words, they would, if I say distance to goal, you got 80 yards to go. They're going to know 80 yards is a long ways. Not everybody, I mean, I know it's not uncommon for people not to know what their opponent and defenders, opponent and your own yard line is. Because it took me a while. So, okay, so your own yard line means you've got a long way to go. You basically, you're on the side of the field that you defend. That is your side of the end zone. Your side of the my camera's not working. That's what I'm working with here. I gotta. Hopefully I won't break everything by doing this, but here it goes. So with OBS, if you disconnect a camera while it's connected, it'll have a fit. But if you can disconnect it while it's deactivated on all streams, you can get it back, generally. There we go. Haha. Fixed. Okay, so yeah, back to it. So anyway, I have my. I gotta do it. I gotta just commit, man. All right, and I don't like my offense defense. What is the teams? What's a shorter word? Off def spec team. It's supposed to be offensive team, special team, defensive team. I should just say, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I couldn't come up with a better term. Somebody can come up with a better term for the different units on the field, special team, defense, and offense. Please, by all means, tell me, because I can't think of a good term that's better than off-def spec team. Because if I just say team, it seems like that's a little I mean, the team is the team, so it's like the team unit. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to break everything right now. So here we go. We got down, distance, and first down distance. Now, this is too much, man. I don't like these long words. I'm one of those guys who does not like to put a lot of extra words in my code, but some people love it. They just like to have everything verbose and 15 letters long, and that's just too much. First down distance. How about goal distance? Which means I got a lot of stuff to fix. It's like, nothing like making your life difficult, Ken. Let's just. All right. So we gotta kill this. Oh wait, wrong one. I gotta go here. And then we gotta go here. I gotta get a graceful exit too. I've got to set up a graceful exit because I don't have one right now. See, this is shutting down. That's kind of a graceful exit. It says shutting down, but don't know if it actually is. It just says shutting down. Can I type here now? So in my terminal window, I tried to terminate game plan. It says shutting down, but appears to be stuck. Plan to handle stuck game plan. Service termination. Find process ID. Force terminate. Verify termination. Clean restart. This should forcibly terminate any stuck processes and allow for a clean restart. Yeah, but it feels wrong. Oh wait, did it finally close? Oh no, I just switched. It's like, what? Huh. That's good, we got that, but I'm more concerned about the fact that it's hanging up to begin with. Replaced with, that's what I did. PID. Well, I assume that's the PID, because that's the size. Invalid argument option F colon. What? Why does it think I'm on F colon? Let's try this. To kill. I mean, I could just shut down and close, but I'd rather not. I mean, I guess I don't even have to do that. I could theoretically just close the terminal window, but oh, why isn't that working? Well, it apply an editor. Probably can't because of the dumb thing being hung up. Why is it putting that there? That's not where that goes. Trying to put it in a terminal. Oh, it's supposed to be go into terminal, not editor. Why isn't it? Insert cursor. Huh. Insert into terminal would have been better, but that is not my issue. I want to shut down so that I can add a new field to the type and proto. But the shutdown is not working. No, nor is the task kill you give me. It's like looking at this going, oh, you need to change that. It's like, no, I need to stop this thing from running so that I can end this. Alright, we're going to insert this in the terminal. Can I run all these? Will it even do it with the commas or comments in there? None of those work. Okay, get process command not found. Where object command not found. It's like none of those are good. They're all crap. Yeah, well, where did you think I was? It's like, yeah, that's what I want to use. I don't care about gateway. Gateway shut down already. Gateway's good to go. Just tell me how to close this one. Kill process. Replace triplets with actual PIDs. I don't have an actual PID. Oh, maybe it doesn't want me to do that. How about PS aux? PID. PID. Which one is it? None of these are game plan. I don't even know what those are. Bash. Oh, these are the bash terminals. How about grep game plan? I mean, I guess I can take, I don't know which bash terminal it is, though. I mean, I got 4 bash terminals showing up as PIDs, but I've only, are they in order? Because it's console Z320213 or 3021 if I was just looking at the bash ones. Now look, I can't even grep game plan All right, fine. I'll just end it. I don't, but it's hanging up every time when I try to close this. That's not good. I'll just term it. If I close it like that, that usually does the trick. I don't know why this is freaking out on me. Guess I have to close that one too now because it's broken. All right, let's go here and try to add this in. All right, so I gotta take this guy. Then we gotta go over to my proto. And essentially I'm just putting in distance. It's like, you know, let's put this here. Distance there, and we're gonna go to my types because I need this field. And we're gonna put this guy right in here. Actually, we're gonna put both these guys. Right there. And actually that's not right because I have to put this here, this here, and over here. I gotta rename everything. Equals 4 equals 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. Okay, so left tab and oops, that's the wrong kind of thing there. And because I know that it tends to have a cow if I do this the other way, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take this whole thing out. I don't know. I just know it worked last time and it didn't like what I did this time. So we're going to go here. We're going to go cd common. And then, oh, wait, what? Oh, cd dot backspace. Then we're going to go, nope. Make gen. Oh, actually, I need to remove first. I need to remove them because that's just the thing. I have way too much. I know this is like 15 pages long. I gotta create a new conversation here. And then we go here, and then there should not be any of that stuff in here. Oh, look, it's still there. Even after I deleted it, it was like, no, I'm putting that in anyway. I'm like, no. I took it out because I didn't want it there. Save all. Let's try that. Oh yeah, I gotta do this too. And take it out there too. Okay. Then we try it again. Okay, so I think we've got it now, so we can go We'll go here, put that back there. Put this here. Go back down here. Delete that. Save. And make turn again. Now, hopefully, we've got it with our new field in it. Right? Right? First down distance and goal distance. Yes. Okay. So we've got all of our new data. And now I have my first down distance. And hey, Savinicus, you like my super Christmas shirt? How you doing, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. What's the latest? What you guys doing this Christmas Eve? Good to have you on board for the evening. I'm only going to be on for a little while longer, but I know it's I do kind of want to hit the gym tomorrow, so I got to kind of get up at a reasonable time, but I don't know. Nice. I'm jealous. I'm usually done wrapping everything by this time, but not this year. I have all of the big guy, not the big guy, but the big guy, but the big guy's presents to wrap yet, and so I got all those, and I got at least one or two other ones too. Yeah, I'm usually done, like I said, like a week in advance. I've got them all set up, put off to the side. It looks like I'm not getting them wrapped until the day of, or the day before. It's like, sheesh. Not too good. Let's see, we got first down distance and, what is it, goal distance? What does that say? Goal distance. These colons? Oh, they are colons. Okay, so we're going to go 15. I don't know, 15. Sure, why not? I don't know. Hey. So I got it. You made pie and I made dough for rolls. Wow, you're on a roll. And made pho today. All right, so I got a question related to this game that I'm having trouble with. Just minor things. This is like, based on what you know of football, which is about as much as me, I'm sure. I mean, whatever. So, like I said, a great deal of this game is all about, managing your game plans, being able to set up how your coach is going to act in certain situations. And I determined I missed one key element to setting up game situations, and that is where you are on the field, right? So it's not just whether or not you're going to go for it on 4th and 2, it's what side of the field you're on. But is it just that, would it be enough to say side of field and just have that be like if you're on your own side or you're on the opponent's side? Because I think it's probably equally as high risk, right? I mean, do we really need to worry about the exact yardage? Because if you have exact yardage, it just makes for over finickiness, right? When you're setting up a game situation. I mean, if you're willing to go for it on your own 48, you're probably going to go for it on your own 38 or 28 because you're taking the risk regardless. I mean, the other team's going to have the ball there. But I have it set up as yards, but I'm really second guessing myself on that. I feel like that might be might be asking for too much. Plus, I'm only giving my opponents. Yeah, and that's true. But the other situation is the time of the game, right? Oh, but you're right. It makes more difference on your opponent's side of the field though than on your own. So you might go for it just as often if it's on your own side of the field, which would mainly be when you're behind. But you probably when you're going to have a more precise decision to make when it's on the opponent's side, like if you're kicking a field goal or going for the first down. Huh. Well, yeah, when you're behind, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't go for it at all, really, on your own side of the field unless you're behind or you're desperately far behind. But you're right. I think I need to give them. I need to let them do yardage because yardage is going to decide. Because I don't want to be dealing with. I mean, I guess I could do ranges as the input. Like I could make like a. I could make like a range. A drop down or something where they would pick, 0 to 10 yards, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, rather than, because I don't really want people to be dealing, well, at the 42-yard line, I'm going to go for it. But the 43-yard line, I'm going to kick a field goal. I don't know. I mean, it just seems pretty precise, right? I mean, that's the. I guess I'll just do yardage. Let people worry about it themselves. They can put whatever they want. Most people would probably just round it off anyway. But yeah, because it's easy for me to think of what's the most logical. But if I'm setting up a system where people have full control, yeah, and different people have a different decision. Maybe you know what your kicker's distance is, and you might go for it in situations where other teams wouldn't, or maybe you would kick it from further away than most teams because you've got a kicker that's got a cannon for a leg. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might go for it like, all right, well, I know most people would kick here at the 30-yard line, but my kicker hasn't made a kick in 3 weeks. So I'm just going for it. Yeah, exactly. So I think I have to I have to let them do yards. All right. I think that kind of answers the question. I mean, it's just a number. I'm just going to compare numbers. If people want to get all down in the weeds and create, I was thinking I'm going to let people make like 20 situations, but it's 20 on offense, 20 on defense, 20, and I don't know, do they even need 20 on special teams? I mean, there's probably like 4 situations on special teams, maybe 5. I don't know. It's not very many. Do you kick an onside kick? Do you not kick an onside kick? Do you fake a punt? Do you not fake a punt? It's like there's only so many options, I mean. No, they do. In fact, that's what I have. That's what you already knew that I had that, right? No, you didn't. I think I already told you that. Maybe you're just messing with me. Because I have that exact thing in here. Look. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Design. Coach card. I say my coaching tendencies, rules and coaches can only be blah 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 blah. Coaching stats, teacher. Da, 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 da. Oh, well, these are my tendencies. This is what I call my coach's tendencies. I don't know why I didn't. I've been calling them this the whole time, but it says this affects the odds of certain plays coming up if the coach has tendencies. Yeah, so I mean, because the coach cards are going to have their own features, like their own special effects, and some of them are going to be like tendencies. I could have swore I had like it broke it down. Use any coach in your during league. Oh, I have rules for when you can hire and fire your coaches. You can't just like change out coaches every other week. I have them set up where you can only like fire a coach once a year. Because why would you fire a coach twice a year? It's like it doesn't make sense. I wanted to be kind of realistic. You'd usually fire him in the middle of the year, but the only scenario that you would fire another coach, really what it is you're going without a coach if you fire a coach during the season. And then you're just using your game plan. No tendencies, no bonuses from the coaches, no anything that comes from the coaches. But really, the game would say, I mean, you're playing without a coach, but you're really playing with like one of your other staff members being the coach. But right, exactly. And that's all I'm saying is you're not going to get the benefits of a coach. So you're kind of getting a negativity. And you can hire a new coach the next season, but you can't like say a coach has a good scouting skill. Like if I give him a skill and he's a decent scout, you can't like have him scout out all your all the draft picks and then fire him and hire a new coach that's better at like offensive stuff during the season. I'm like, no. You hire a coach. He's your coach at least a certain number of weeks into the season, and that's kind of what I wrote down here. One of the rules is if you hire a coach, he's your coach for at least, I don't know, I think I had 4 or 5 coaches into the next 4 or 5 weeks into the season. So you're stuck with that coach for at least part of the season. If you want to fire mid-season, fine, but you won't be able to hire him back in the next season because that's not going to be, you can't hire back the same coach. But I've been coming up with all kind of rules with how the cards and everything are going to go into the game, and that's what all this stuff is. All of my how things are going to work with the cards and the players and what they're all going to do. And I even drew up this one. See how pretty this is? It looks just like my doesn't it look exactly the same? My down, distance, half, lead, it's exactly like I drew it up. My plus and minuses though are not as good. They're nicer here. I put them on the end. So that's how I mapped that one out. Hey, give me a break though. I was drawing with my stylus on my tablet with my arm extended out in front of me over the keyboard on a vertical screen, and it's slippery. So it's not that easy to draw on a slippery screen out like this. So it's not a natural motion. So there you go. Hey, I wrote these ones out barehanded, this part right here. Oh, wait. Maybe it was this part I wrote out barehanded. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to put in a yardage. That whole yardage thing I have on here is what I'm adding in because I just totally spaced that being an important piece of it. Okay, so I've got my distance, goal distance, fine. But I've kind of got this. I had this kind of loading, but I'm working on trying to get it to save. But as I was putting one in, I'm going, but wait, where's the part where you're on? Where's your field marker? It's like, oops, no field. So now I got to lay it out with an extra field spot. All right, so I got that. I think I have it all running. Let's go over here to my gateway again. And we're going to go run dot. Then I got to go over here. And then I gotta go to my git bash again. We're gonna go cd game plan. We're gonna go build dot. And then we're gonna go make, no, not make change. Go run dot. Funny. No, not a broom handle. Just a flat, weird shaped pen that I was writing around on a slippery screen. Plus, you can't rest your hand on the screen. I mean, you can. I think it's supposed to be able to deal with that. But it's hard to rest your hand with your hand sticking out. I mean, you can't, like, rest it. So you're just basically writing like this. Nobody writes like this. This is not natural writing on a slippery screen. That's angled like that. And no, it's not making excuses. I'm just stating facts that sound like excuses. Where was I? Okay, so I got to put one of these in, I think. I have to actually run this, because I don't think my code will know what to do with it if I don't actually have that stuff in there. So we're going to go create another one here, and we're going to... Let's see if this works. And then I also had my first down distance in the wrong place. Oh. Oops. Didn't work. Invalid request payload. Dope. Oh, you are, huh? You're going to Arizona. Cool. Go visit the folks. Are you driving down there? On Christmas evening. Oh my gosh, I hope you're driving down there, because that's going to be not fun in the airport if you're going on an airplane. Oh, Christmas evening? Oh, that's rough, man, because there's got to be a boat ton of people going back or traveling on that day. Yeah, Christmas Day. No, really? You don't think? I mean, I suppose people probably wait. I would think late evening would be busy. You know, everybody having to make it back, trying to get late flights so they can get to work the next day. Why doesn't it like my payload? What's wrong with my payload? Let's see, what did I do wrong? I got commas, I got quotes. Oh, maybe I don't need this. I did not. I guess I don't need that. Because the ints don't need it. What else we got? All right. Let's see if that works. Ah, that was it. Well, if they're the cheapest on that day, that means it isn't a high traffic day. So maybe it won't be too bad. Okay, so now I've got a valid record in the system, which will be built up the way it's supposed to be built. Hey, man, dude, you're up late on Christmas Eve. It's like 12:40 for you, ain't it? This is like way past your bedtime. All right, so now I got to go down here and insert my extra fields. Game down, distance, minutes. All right, so distance is now changed to, what do I call it? First down distance. First down distance. Or did I go first down distance or first down dist? I think it's dist. Nope, I said distance. All right. And then I need to copy this guy and put him right here. We'll just call him goal distance. Oh, Savinicus, I was saying earlier. I don't know if you noticed. I'm on a roll on my Indiegogo. I mean, like a donut hole, you know, like rolling down the hill. It's like, yeah, it's. Yeah, I knew it wasn't. Well, I mean, I did zero marketing for it. I hadn't really done anything other than post it on Facebook one time, and then mention it here on my stream, and it's picked up zero traction. In fact, it hasn't even picked up a cent. In fact, I think if they tracked viewers, it's got like 3, if it had that. So for the first campaign, not so much. But I think, honestly, I hope that I believe the next stream or the next campaign will do better. Maybe I'll get 2 backers. Because here's the deal. I'm getting further along. And if I keep doing these, and each one shows I've done this much, and the next time it says I've done that much, and the game starts to take shape and things start to happen, people are going to go, oh, well, he's actually getting this done. Maybe I'll start getting some people going, yeah, well, maybe this is going to happen. We should start backing and helping get it going and see if we can, get whatever I'm giving them. And maybe I'm not giving them great perks either, the little bonuses you get for backing, because I don't know what to give yet. I haven't defined the pay elements of the game, so there's that. You can't give somebody credit for pay elements that don't exist yet. I don't even know what they would be or how much it would be worth, because I don't know how much they're gonna exist. So it's a matter of, I don't know what to provide. So right now, people are just backing because they want to have access to the game. It's really all I have to give them is access to the game while it's in development. And so that's, once I get to that point, which hopefully will be in the next weeks or months. So we'll hopefully get somewhere there. So I got distance, and all right, how was this one done? I think I need to do something like this one, because the header, this is the header, and I think with favored plays I did it this way, and preferred plays I did it the same way. Favored plays, in left and half, play type 2. Oh, is there another one? Oh, there is another one. These are the headers. Okay, so I need to blow distance, and I'm going to say distance is fine. And these guys, how are they? Oh, okay, I see, wait a minute. These are call span 2. That's what I want the distance to do, is call span 2. It's going to do the same thing. And then I need to put 2 more fields right here. Though, and the reason I changed this channel was to put a focused to put a focused a development channel because I wanted the people who back me or whatever to have a place to go that I talk about what's relevant, what this is, what this app. I'm doing the stuff that's related to this app. And now I'm starting to second guess whether I should have done that. Because it's like, well, at least I was building some momentum with the other channel. Now I'm like, yes, I was getting people who'd come over to watch me play games, and I'm not playing games, but then I'd have people come over to watch me do this, and then I'm doing games, and they're like, it was all mixed up. It's probably in the long term this is better. But starting a new channel, I was hoping to maybe get a little bit of momentum, get 5 or 10 people right out the gate, and I'm currently at 4. So it's like, just kind of get a little bit of a push right off the thing. So I have to. I was saying earlier today, I have to go to my other channel, maybe put up some thumbnails on my previous streams and say, now on this channel, so people who watch those other streams can know that I'm on the other channel. I'm on this channel now for programming. When I am, because Nintendo was nice enough to point out to me this morning. He says, hey, you're on the wrong channel. And I'm like, what? Oh, I thought I said it. And I went back, said it. And he comes back, I said, you're still on the wrong channel. Because it didn't take when I changed it. So I had to shut down completely. All of OBS, close everything out. Make sure it changed. Start it back up. Run it again. Yikes. But now it's all good. I think everything's working now. And it switches back and forth if I needed to. So at least that's my belief. Okay, so I think I have my new fields in. Oh, wait, I don't. I got to go. Let's see. I got this guy. Game situation, distance, min, half leading. And then we got distance. Oh. Wait, didn't I just copy that? Oh, I must have just copied the one on top. Wait, I could have swore I copied this. Oh, it's this one I copied. That's just a placeholder. Placeholder? So this is supposed to be first down distance, and then I gotta go goal distance. Now I gotta copy. See, I gotta figure out a way to refactor this, so I'm not doing this over and over again. Because I have 3 files that this does this, and it's exactly the same for every file. Yeah, LinkedIn is. I don't know about LinkedIn. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I just feel like it's not, I don't ever think of it as a social network. I know it's a social network. That's how you're linked into everybody, right? But do people really, I see stuff on there, but it's, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Oh, shoot. I'm missing a field. I'm missing a field. I gotta go put my other field in. I'm not missing it for output. I'm missing it for input. This has to be in there too. But this one This one is actually unique. Well, kind of unique from the others in that it's not going to be blank. This one is 3. Oh, my phone's going to die on me. Well, yeah, but that's work. Not, I mean, that's like work. That's what LinkedIn's all about, finding jobs. I'm just saying, as far as just general social network provisioning. Yeah, I have had, well, obviously, my feelings about LinkedIn have gone down, have deteriorated significantly in the last 8 months. I said, that don't work. It's a piece of crap. It doesn't. That don't work with nothing. Who stupid LinkedIn. I was doing a lot of LinkedIn, and what's the other one? There's another one, and then of course all the people keep saying yeah, just put in. So I apply at these different companies where I know people, and they say they'll mention it to whomever, but apparently nobody wants me to work for them. I've been blackballed. It's like Indeed, yeah, Indeed's the other one. Yeah, no, I don't know. Someone put me on the blackballed list. Oh, what's his name's coming up in the don't hire this guy list. Because like I said, I've got people who work at AT&T who told me to apply and I did. People who work at Meta and I told me to apply and I did. Got people who told me to try Starbucks and I did. I even had one person who mentioned Sherwin-Williams and I did. The painting place, because they have tech jobs there too. And I tried all these guys and they all suck. So, well. C'est la vie, man. We'll figure it out. I think what it is God has a different plan. Something's gonna happen, man. Because you know what? If I can complete this game and it's as good as I think it's gonna be, which by the way doesn't mean squat, because the way I think it's gonna be may not match up to the real reality of it all. But if I could get this game actually done, it will be it'll be worth it. It'll be financially worth it, but I got to get it done. But thing is, writing a game is not a 6-month process. Even if I get this done, I mean, we're talking 2 years. I can't be unemployed for 2 years. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So I some kind of money has to start coming in. So that. Or the Lord's gonna let me win the lotto soon. He's just checking off all the people who were in line before me. So, all the people he's slated for letting it happen, they came first, so I gotta let them go first. I got all these messed up. All right, so I need this under that. Okay, so we're gonna go there, and then this. All right, this has all of them. Let's just do this one. Now we go to the defense, and this one goes here. There we go. And then this one comes down here. And then gotta go over here and do the same thing. And then this one already has that one, it looks like, but we'll do it again. Okay, so we save all of those. I actually did not expect it to immediately try to write them. It's probably not going to like it because some of them don't have their headers. Hey, the second one looks pretty good though. Got distance to goal, preferred play types. Okay, so defense is looking pretty sharp because I got the defense one done. It didn't load though. Oh, that's right, because offense doesn't have any. Offense is the only one I have anything for. So I got to get the defensive stuff in here. Which is, if defense is good, then I need this. On the offense, and on special teams, and then I need to do, I need to insert one for the distance, which I think, oh, those are just placeholders. Placeholders. That's actually a pretty good idea. Distance. I didn't even think about that. Let's say distance to first down. And then I need to copy this guy. And we'll say distance to goal. And this is probably, let's see, first down distance and goal distance. I'll copy these guys. And we got to go over to defense, do the same thing. And offense. All right, and then we save again. All right, so now we have everybody. First down is to first, to goal, to first down, to goal, first goal. To first goal? Did I say first goal? To goal? That should be goal. Obviously, I still got a break in something because it's still complaining. But let's go here first. Oops, let's do this one. Oh, did it stop complaining? No, stop complaining. Nice. Yeah, you're getting pretty far in that game. You know, I should probably play that again now that I got my computer back. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game. But I can imagine it's pretty hard. So you're figuring out all the little tactics and all the little combos you need to be able to beat guys, because obviously they make those combos mean something. I mean, it's like they give them to you, and if you don't use them, it sounds like you're gonna struggle. You need to master all the night and day and special team ups that you can do in order to beat things, which is both good and satisfying, but hard because you got to figure all that crap out, and probably have to. Do a lot of Googling for the people who have spent the hours it takes to figure stuff out. This is how you beat this one. This is how you beat that one. And then I'll never do that because I'm too stubborn. So I was like, I can't beat this. Or I'll figure it out one way. I'll either say I can't beat it or I'll figure it out because I'm stubborn. Because I'm stubborn that way. Stu Gaming, yeah, he's already got the upper hand on the game. And these guys, they show it like, oh yeah, I've got this game down. But, they're not telling you how much time they actually spent learning it. It's not like they just figured it out. They put hours into those games, and they figure all that nonsense out. Okay, so I've got all my stuff, but there is one problem. It is not loading nothing. It is not loading anything. There should be at least one offensive record here, and I'm not seeing my offensive record. So something is not working correctly. So I've got 3 here for offense, or for that guy, and it should be a 1 for my offensive team. And it is. It's a 1. But it isn't showing. So. Yeah, but how much time did he spend before he was doing the YouTube bit? How much time offline? Because when he's online showing you this stuff, he's showing you after he spent all the time learning it. So he's 10 hours YouTubing, and how much time learning it? How much time did he spend before he came on and goes, okay, I got this down. Look, this is how you do it. And it's like, because these YouTubers who are experts at stuff, they're experts all the time. You don't ever see them making, not knowing, well, okay, maybe they don't know some little tidbit thing, but they've learned all the strategies. Well, that's true, too, because he's doing videos, which your videos are pre-worked. So he does all the stuff, and he probably, when he figures it out, he saves that bit. He probably records his whole playtime, and when he figures something out, he just cuts that piece and then puts it into his stream or into his video, and then he goes figures something else out, and then he just comes back, narrates over the whole thing. He puts his face on top of it, and then he just shows you, well, there's these areas and that stuff. Because it's if you're willing to take the time, video editing is the way to go. I mean, if you're a video editor guy and you're willing to put those hours into setting up those videos take hours and hours. The time it takes to do it. I thought you were talking about a live streaming. But those guys who do videos, I mean, yeah, they like doing videos. I would, and I'm jealous really, because I know that's the way to actually be successful on YouTube, is you got to do the videos. That's what I'm saying. You want to be successful on YouTube. Like if I was doing stuff and taking cuts and doing the best parts of all my videos would do so much better. I mean, nobody wants to watch me jabber all the time, but I'm a jabberer. It's all live. I keep saying I'm going to go back through my videos and start clipping them and just taking out the parts that matter and do smaller videos that actually show what's happening. And I start some and I just go, this is a lot of work. One video takes a long time. I could spend a day and a half just working on one video at a time, just clipping it, cutting it, and then trying to get. It's a pain. I mean, you can do it. I've done a few videos that came out okay, but it's just hard. And really, and it's almost better if you. It's harder to do when you're clipping and editing videos that you were live in, or that, especially if your image was in there, because you can take the voice off, and then do a voiceover. But if you're in the video, like I do on my streams, if I took this and tried to edit it, I would have to do another video and slop it over my head, or take some kind of a picture and stick it over where my head was. So, or do another video and just over paste it, because that's the only way I can make it look like I'm talking about the video, the edited video, which might only be 20 minutes versus 3 hours. And all of my words and stuff that would be in there that be cut out with it would look weird. Yeah, you could, and they do. A lot of them do. But even so, a lot of their clips and cuts of the videoing is hard, because they're taking chunks. They're not going through and doing one step at a time. They're playing, and they probably record hours and hours of play, and then they go, oh, okay, that one I want. And then they'll mark it, and they come back and they clip out all the parts that they mark. But they're doing all of it offline. They're not doing it live. So it's a lot easier in that sense. And then they just put their head over it. I'm just saying, if you're trying to use video like I'm doing, like I do hours of video online, but if I want to use these to make a better perma video, it would take a lot more work because I have to download it. I have to cover up my face. I have to do a new script, which I would say, like, you do a script and you overlay it, make it look like you're talking about this stuff while you're doing it, but you're really not. Yeah, it's impossible. I've done scripts. Well, I did a script for my my Indiegogo thing, and I still jabbered too long. Part of the reason why it's so chopped up and the way it came out is because I could not say what I wanted to say in the 3 minutes it said to get it done. It's like, how do you do a video in 3 minutes? I don't know how to do a video in 3 minutes that says anything. Trying to explain this project. All right, let's go see what this says. Not sure why, but the one record I have in the system is not loading. Into the screen, or into the page. It is a off-def spec team equals 1. So should be on the game plan off component. What is it? Game plan? That's actually not. The game plan component is actually the game plan offense component. Game plan offense component. So, oh wait, well that's not right. That's supposed to be a 1. I mean, that's not going to change the effect because this is just the saving. These determine the saving parts, but. And the defense is supposed to be a 2, but it says 3. Yep. Way up here, too. Went the wrong way. And then game S2, which is 3. Okay. Check console logs. After running the component, check the console logs to see the fetched game plan data. Ensure the data contains the game situations array with off-spec team set to 1. You know, I haven't actually output this. I should though. So let's go ahead and I'm sure it's probably telling me where to put it. I think I just need to load it into the game plan data here and do something like this. Console.log. Get my output. And we'll just say res data. I already know it is there, but just to fetched game plan with data. Right. There we go. Fetched game plan with data. So we've got off-spec team right there. 1. And we have down 1 and everything's in there. We've got the whole plan in the hand. Got the whole, actually I got 2 records in there. 3 records. What? Because I keep adding them. I must not have a unique setting in my database because these are duplicating. Every time I add one, it duplicates. That's not too good. I don't want duplications. I gotta fix that. But yeah, and that kind of synchronization is hard because they do the scripts and then they show you. It's kind of like sometimes I wonder too. It's like I'll be watching some of these YouTubers that do videos for programming, and some of these guys talk really fast and they type really fast, and I think they're actually speeding up their video. They're actually running it at like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 speed. Because I'm like, this guy not only talks super fast, he types super fast. And it's like, he's just jumping from screen to screen. And he's just typing stuff out. And I'm like, this guy is some kind of typing, talking savant. Or he's speeding this code up a little bit. Just enough that it doesn't distort his voice, but enough that it makes him look like he's Superman when he's typing. And I'm like, okay, dude, this stuff. There's one guy I was following along, trying to watch some of his YouTube stuff because it was for learning how to do a couple things, and he was he's a terrible teacher. Terrible teacher. Great. I mean, he knows his stuff, but he's just slapping it down. He's hiding all of his, not hiding, but he turns off his file structure. So when he's jumping around between the 5 different main.go files he has, you have no idea which main.go file he's on. It's like, where'd you go? What? This ain't the file we were working on a half a second ago. It's like, I don't even know where you are. What the heck are you doing? It's like, dude, you're just terrible teacher. He did say at the beginning, you should know Go, but I'm like, that's not what you should know. You're teaching the microservices part, and you're bouncing around from file to file, showing all these microservices parts, and I'm like, people don't know what that stuff does. That's why they're watching you. They're trying to figure out how to do a microservice, and you're not teaching them nothing except you're just typing really fast. I'm like, I tell you, this guy edited his video. There's no way he could have been that fast and yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some skilled people out there, but that guy was stupid. He does a lot too. He has a $14 a month training thing. I was like, I'm not paying you squat, man. I'd go nuts trying to follow you. There was a couple other people I found though that were pretty good. So one guy, he explains everything, which I really like. And he just goes through and he breaks it down and you can see what's going on and you can learn what the heck is happening. And he says, this is how this works and this is why you do this. And like the only problem with him is his stream was 4 years old, or his videos. That is the problem with code. Code gets dated really fast. Especially with some of these new things. It's like 4 years ago, they could have been deprecated half of it. All right, so offense spec team is there. So that's actually the key element. Offensive spec team. That's supposed to be coming up. There should be 3 records showing up. Granted, they're all duplicates, but down, goal distance, down, goal distance, down, goal distance. They're all there. Okay, so should be 1. Is game now, unless it's empty, but I don't think it's empty. Is game situation empty? What's my method here? Is game situation empty? This is the one I gotta find, because this should be false. Game situation. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. constant. Is game situation empty? The answer should be no. Oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have a... The thing is not in here. That is not present in my is game situation empty. Return. So we got and. Oh, so we're checking every single value too. Oh. No. We don't need every single value, buddy. Oh, okay. So this is where I let I gave too much power to. Oh, it's 10:17. Oh my gosh. What happened to my evening time? All right, I found out what the problem is though. So the game situation. So what fields? This is kind of what fields are required. And it's saying, do we have this and this and this and this and this? I'm like, no, we don't need everything. In fact, we don't need anything except... So it's either true or false, but what do I have to have for it to be a game situation? What on my field is absolutely required? Let's look at this. To do a situation, you could, I guess, do a situation where you just care about the minutes in the half or minutes in the game. No, because the game wouldn't know, okay, well, there's 2 minutes left. So what, you're always... I guess you could make generic play calls, right? I mean, maybe at 2 minutes you always want to be trying to pass the ball. You know, you don't care what the position is. But the problem with that is, does it consider every down or does it consider its working downs? Like working downs being what, first through third down? No, I think you have to have the down. You have to have the down at least. Because you don't want it to assume that you mean pass the ball every down, even if it's fourth down and you're not behind or there's no conditions on the game. But you could just say, if it's first, second, or third down, then just pass the ball. I want to get down there as quick as possible. I mean, it could be risky, but you never know what crazy people will do. Minutes in game, maybe you just put the downs. You do 3 of them, 1 for each down. If you're trailing, and how much time is left in the game. That's all you care about. But I think preferred play type has to be required. At least the first one. Favored play does not be required. Down should be required. I think you have to know what down you need to have. What kind of risk are you going to take? Maybe you don't care about the distance. I don't know why you wouldn't, but I could see somebody just wanted to create a generic plan. But you also need, in some cases, I could see you just like caring if you're behind, you know. How about, okay, so I think that down is required. I don't think distance necessarily has to be required, so I'm not going to require distance. But there is going to be a requirement that we have to have that team spec. That has to exist, because that's how I tell what. This is how I know what position or what team is using this. All right, so we don't need to have the distance. So we need to have either or on these, and this or this. I need to know how much time is left in the game for you to make this decision. I mean, I guess you might not care, but I'm making one of those required. And maybe you're just trying to make a generic fourth down situation where every time you're behind, you go for it. By the way this works for leading by, you could be leading by a negative number. So if you're behind by, you just put in a negative number. I should probably put a comment or something about that. You know what? I think I'm going to actually make, this is what I'm going to do this. I'm going to do or leading by. One of these has to be in there. And you have to have at least a play type 1, but you don't need to have a play type 2. I mean, you got to have something that you want to kind of call. You don't have to have 2 options, but you know, you're better off putting 2 ins. And your favorite plays are not required either. Oops. What the heck? What the heck, man? Oh, these arrows are in terrible space. They drive me nuts. Alright, so those are going to be the required fields. What am I missing here? Oh, I guess that's not required. I'll do this. That might make a difference. Oops, did I not even put that? Oh, here it is. And have you seen the latest version of my sim? You haven't been here for a while. I've done some significant upgrades on it, I think, since the last time you saw it, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's gotten, well, not only have I got this going now with this whole game plan setup going, I've got the Sims doing some pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's not using, I'm still not at the point where I'm using actual player data. That's coming. That's a little bit more in depth coming up. But I needed to use something to get my database and my services going. I'm now connecting to my services. So I've created Go services for my game plan. So now I'm reading it from that, which is now writing to the database, and the database it pulls. So these records I'm pulling are now coming from my Mongo database. That was cool. I actually got that up pretty quick. I was surprised how easy that was. So now I've got a full back end to front end flow going with actual databases and microservices. So that's huge. That's huge logic going on there. Now, granted, I don't have all of them up, all of the services and everything else. This is really just the game plan being saved and being pulled. I'm working on the saving part, still working on that now. But once that's done, then it's just a matter of just starting to add functionality. I'll be adding more and more functionality. But additionally, I've got a lot of that functionality is going to be pretty complex. But hey, man, every little bit, you know what they say. Knocking it out, man. Knocking it out. All right, let's see where we at with this. Didn't load yet. Let's stop this. And because I know I added some key elements, I want to try to build the app again. You have to build it. I'll show you what it looks like in it when I build it back up here. Are you off tomorrow? I mean, you get a take. Your work's not making you do anything from home or anything. You did say when are you coming back? You said you're going down to Arizona for a while. So are you going to be back in time for game day in the evening and get back on the 30th? Yeah. So you're going to go play games with us on New Year's? Cool. All right, look, I'll show you quickly where I'm at, where my simulator is. Things I've added. No, yeah, it's pretty late to do that, but and you're kind of a pumpkin. So you see my my little play clock on here now. It's in the game clock. They're now counting down together. I have it accelerated, obviously, because these are going a lot faster. And then I've got my scrimmage line and my yard marker now. And I've got, you can see where the ball's moving up and down the field. And all these little extras, perks and bits. And obviously you can see I put a stadium around my field. So it looks a lot more... You're still there, Nintendo? I thought you disappeared by now. Dude, you're getting a late night in. You're not going to be up until Santa starts to come in. You'll be waking up about the time Santa arrives. I shouldn't even be up this late. All right, let's go. Okay, so yeah, I just showing off all the little extras I put into my my app here. So let's go see. Let's go see my coaching profile. Let's see if it wants to load up. No, it's still not loading. Dang nabbit! Why aren't you loading, you turkey? What you complaining about? Cannot read properties of null. Reading post playtime. What the heck? Game loop. Game loop error. Game loop error. That's not even what I was. I was going to the coach. What? Oh, there must be a problem with my changing pages. It has an issue unloading my simulator when I switch off the simulator. That's a thing too. I got to figure out how to let. I mean, what if people start? Nah, I guess that's not a thing. I was just thinking, what if somebody starts a sim and then wants to navigate away? But that's no, because whenever I play other games, you start a game, you have to play the game. You don't get to just leave the game. It's not gonna if you're in the middle of it, if you kill it, I don't even know that it's gonna care. You gotta let the game run. Yeah, early in the morning, I'm sure he will. Well, I mean, it's not Christmas, but still, kids are kids. They get up early. How old is Sebs now? He's about 3? Something like that? I mean, he's a pretty young guy still. Oh, I lost track of time. 5? Oh my gosh. 5. Holy moly, dude. Those kids are growing fast, man. Benji's going to be graduating high school pretty soon. Alright, what am I missing here? So, one of those. Why is this coming back empty? So let's go back in here and see what's failing me. I really shouldn't. I should stop. I really should stop. Alright, so we got a play type. We got 7, 30, 15. We got spec. Got a 1. And we have all the values. Game situation down. Yeah, so everything's there. So this should be this should be false, which means I should, right, where'd it go? If is game situation is false, not, and game situation spec team is 1, we should be putting stuff down here. But for some reason, alright, but I should, oh, you know what? I'm going to stop this. And then I'm going to go here. I'm just going to, we're going to go let is empty equals, and we'll say I gotta log it. I'll say return is empty. 131, dude, you're nuts. Night night, night man. You have a good one, Zavinicus. Until next time. If I don't talk to you again, man, you have a good Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. And I'll talk to you whenever. You know, if you happen to be in Arizona and I'm streaming, feel free to stop by, say hi. Otherwise, have a good time with your family. Tell them all I said hi. Oh man, I really gotta go to bed. I know I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. I mean, I guess I don't have to get up as early and go to the gym as early. I mean, it is a day off, a holiday-ish day. But I still like to just get my day started. You know, I hate getting started late on days. I like to be up and at 'em. Besides, I got family coming over in the evening or afternoon, and I want to, you know, I won't be streaming then, and I want to get more work done in the morning. See, you know, if you love your work, it's not work. So, if I had a job that had a programming thing, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't do it tomorrow. I'd be like, yeah, no thanks. You know, my job actually used to make us work on Christmas Eve, but it was like, he'd write like the night of Christmas Eve and go, if you don't have anything to do tomorrow, you don't have to come in, or you don't have to work, because we were usually at home, so it wasn't so bad. But sometimes. All right, so I gotta log this. See, we're gonna go console.log. Sure. Just do that. It like knew what I wanted to write. I don't know what that was there for, but. Alright, so we'll do that. Now we'll start this puppy back up and see what the heck it thinks is going on there, because it isn't empty. I know that. Could not. Oh, there's 3 of them. Is it not writing my... Why is it doing it 3 times? Oh, it's doing for each one. Why is it doing it every time? Alright, I guess I don't need to have a break in there. Let's just do that. False. Are any of these true? Some of these didn't even print. That's really weird. Because it's like it got the values for offense, but it only did it once, and it printed it twice. Why did we fetch it so many times? I mean, even if we have 3 records, it shouldn't be doing this many times. This is fetching it way more times than it should. So we fetched it 1, 2. Well, let's see. If each one of these components calls it, I guess there should be 9. If each of these components calls for each one 3 times, that's 9. See, that's kind of problematic. I feel like that's problematic. I think I'd rather not call it so many times. It seems kind of silly to call it that many times. That's a lot of times to be going back to the database. I wonder if I could just go to my game plan. If I go to the page, call the data and pass the data into each of these as a parameter and just let them load from that. So I would only get the data once at the page level, and then just pass it through to each of these. This way they only process the data one time. And then maybe I can have a save on each of them. Each one of them can call the save on their own when they need to, because they're going to be their own thing. But the loading doesn't need to load for every one of them. That's what I'm leaning towards. But it still does not load, and I don't know why. I could take the condition off and just see if that's causing anything. Let's take this off and just see what it does. Don't feel like that's it, but who knows? Objects are not valid as React child if you mean to render a collection of children using a... What? What did I do wrong? I did something wrong it didn't like. No, that should be it should be okay. Why didn't it I really shouldn't be up. Are you working on your Android app, man? Or are you just playing games? Or are you just staring at the ceiling, the TV, and falling asleep at your desk? My eyes are getting heavy. I got to hit the 8. It's 10:40. I'm going to work on this tomorrow. My goal is I would like to get this thing fully feeding back and forth and loading before I call it. But I mean, before, by tomorrow. That's my objective. I'd like to be able to get it fully loading back and forth. You're falling asleep at your desk, or you're working. Oh, you're working on your Android app. Good job, man. Keep it up. Don't let that app beat you. I got to start working on the Android part. Oops. What the heck? I did it again. I did a build with my console open. Can't do the building with the console open. I don't know why, but that does not work. Really? You're ready to go to the App Store already? Are you that close? Nah. Oh, no. Is that what you're... Yeah. I wish I could go to. I wish I could say I was close to the App Store. get get like a very very basic something up there. Hey, you know, probably doesn't take much. It just doesn't mean no one's going to download it. And I don't know what kind of level of simplicity a game can be on the App Store. You probably like a 1 star. Hey, if you get a 1 star, you're doing better than a lot because that means you got someone to download it. That's if you could get 1 star because if somebody loads it up and goes, this game doesn't do anything, man. It's just got like one simulator going. It just goes back and forth. Nothing happens. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, time will come. But hey, if you get 1 download, that's 1 more download than you had before. I'm thinking I'll end up having to do like an APK if I want people to test it on their phones, and they'll just have to install a sideload an APK because I'm not going to go to the App Store for beta state. All right, what is going on? What is going on, man? That should not be failing right there. See, game situation equals is game empty. Not. Yeah, why? Oh, I think this is being a turd. Why is that not working? Because if I hit this, it probably works. Oh, now we're just exploding all over the place. What is going on? Yeah, that's what I'm. I think that's where I'm at. I'm like, oh, okay, enough of this. I see it loaded up, no problem there. So something's going on. When I try to remove this filter, it won't let me remove this filter. Why? I don't know. I think part of the problem, you know what I think it is? I don't think it's removing the filter. I think the filter is preventing me from going into this, which is blowing up. Aha, look, that's not a thing. It's game situation. That's part of the problem right there. So the filter is breaking something. So it's like first down distance. Then I got to put, yeah, see this guy was what it was. Removing the filter allowed it to go in, and when it went in, it found this error. That's what's going on. Which means something's going on with this filter. I don't know why. Can I break it here? Probably won't let me out because I'm inside. Oh, whoa. What just happened? Guess not. Nope. Not gonna let me do that. Says, what are you trying to do, man? Not gonna let you do that nonsense. All right, that's good enough. I found that problem. That'll be crucial for me fixing other things. And tomorrow I'll go work out, and then I'll come back and try it again. But I gotta put this in though, because I am not going to have this hanging over me. Because then I'll go, oh yeah, I forgot. I can't stand leaving things I know that are easy to fix in just a state of disarray. Okay. I still need to figure out why the spec team is not working. Because spec team does have a value, off def spec team. So, yeah. I don't know. Tomorrow's probably just aerobic day. I'll probably go box or swim or something. All right. I've made progress. I think things are moving along. slowly getting things ready to go. Got my game plan. I'm kind of excited to test the game plan. I think that'll be pretty easy to implement where it's calling plays. There'll be generic plays at first, but something. I might even like to upload some play calls. And, you know, uploading plays is going to be quite the experience because my plays have to be, even though the card looks like X, it's got a lot of stuff that matters to the simulator. Like, where are the players at? Where are they going to be on the field? What do we need to do to get there? So I need to dissect my plays that are defined by the field that I was showing off earlier today. And I got to figure out all those sections and bits. And it's going to be complicated. The plays themselves are going to be complicated. That's what I'm doing. But it'll be cool. I mean, I got to start figuring out how to get that stuff in there. So I would like to do like one play. One basic, simple run play. But I want to get all the parts in. So, you know, dissect it, put it in a database. I may not use all the parts right away, but just kind of get them in there, kind of lay out how that's going to go into the database so that I can start building plays up that way. And then maybe I can, then I can start maybe what do you call it, consuming the individual bits of those plays as I start to activate players, start putting player data in. That's going to be, as much as that's like the hardest part or the most complex part, it's also going to be the most important part. That's the game. That is, those things combined with the game plan are the whole ball of wax. Everything that this game is going to be, everything else is on it is going to be, sugar frosting, whipped cream on top. just trying to give it the buff and polish after that. But getting that meat in there is what I'm going to be trying to sell to people, what it can do. And then everything else is me just trying to make it look good and have all the neat, cool features. But the game's got to be entertaining, and it's got to be a cool functioning application. So I think it'll get there. To me, it'll be cool. If it's not cool to anybody else, well, they're dumb. Everybody else is dumb. I'm the only smart one. Until next time, you take